Welcome, my friends, to my YouTube channel, Social Transmitting Distance. It is a pleasure to be before you again today. Have an interesting message. The title of it called Social Transmitting Distancing the American People Wants. I'm wearing my shirt, Social Distancing, that I created. I'm going to do a different design so those of you can see it. Social Distancing. I'm going to have one called STD. And for those who have not watched my video and say, why you call it social transmitting distancing, is because we are transmitting words out of our mouth. We transmit our body to one location to another. So we actually mobile transmitting our distancing to this point, to that point. We meet people, we separate ourselves 6 feet away, and so we transmitting our distancing. And I was thinking, oh, if you like what you heard, hit the subscribe button, the comment button, and the like button. And I recommend listen to the other video. The last one I did was very good. You would think that I did it after I heard the local news, but I did not. I was thinking about they're telling us that we must social distance. We must stay, which is okay, in our location. If we have not essential jobs, we stay home. Businesses are closed. People want to go to work, but we are told to stay home. You have a house mortgage, a bill to pay, a car note, light, food, water, the essential bills that you must pay. Your landlord, your mortgage holder want their money. So by being told to stay home and you get an eviction notice, some states have a monitoring where the landlord can't put you out, but you eventually have to catch up. But just under that pure stress, you are being, what you call it, told to stay home. Don't go outside. You must wear a mask. It's optional. You can wear a mask if you want to. You choose what you want to do. I have no power to make you do anything. I can only throw out information, but I can't make you do anything. And I was thinking the other day, I heard in the news, the American people won't. The American people won't. We hear from some politician, the American people want me to do this. The American people want me to fight for them. The American people want this. The American people want that. But if you think about it, have they called you specifically and say, what do you want? Because my wants may not be what they want for me. Their want may not be in my best interest. Should I be put in the group thinking boat of I want the same thing? We got male, we got black, we got white, we got sex, male, female. Everyone have their own opinion. Everyone have their own ideas. Everyone have their own goals and dreams. But right now, the American people wants to go back to work. Mothers are home, fathers are home, single mothers are home. They have to teach their children high school, elementary, daycare stuff that normally being done by a professional teacher. By doing that, they can't go to work. So when you tell the parents to stay home and the children are staying home, then no one is working to provide an income to keep a roof over their head. Those who are telling us to stay home, are they going to give us money? They are going to pay our bills until we go back to work. We must think all about some of our interests is not, let me rephrase that. Some politicians may not have our best interests at heart. The American people wants to go back to work. The American people want to buy for their family. The American people want to feel like they're in control of their lives. The American people is tired of sitting in the house wondering what's going to happen this day or that day. Should American people wait and sit back and just simply wait for the government to hand out this and that to them? it's almost like unbelievable. It's almost unbelievable. The American people wants to get back to work. The American people want to feel like they mean something to themselves. The American people want to come back to work so they can restore, regenerate America. The virus, the coronavirus, is not black or white. The virus does not have a skin color. I said on previous videos, the virus cannot be seen by the eye, the naked eye. When you and I go out our door, we breathing in air. When you wear a mask and don't wear a mask, you're still in the midst of the air. So is the virus going to stop 6 feet away from you because you got a mask? No. Is the virus going to stop 6 feet away from you because you're not wearing a mask? No. Is the virus going to say, oh, wow, that's a black person, that's a white person, that's a Chinese person, that's a Mexican person. I'm racist, so I'm going to attack either or. No. If we think about it, we are walking in the air. We wave our hand, we feel the breeze. What if someone comes this, oh, the virus attacks us through our skin? Are we going to be wearing bubble suits for the rest of our lives? Are we going to be wearing bubble suits everywhere we go? Then we can have contact. We can be within 6 feet or closer. We will be able to shake hands. We'll be able to hug. We'll be able to embrace. We'll be able to go to groups or parties and movies and theater. We'll be able to do the thing that we used to do prior to the coronavirus. So we wear a bubble suit that will allow us to be in close proximity to each other. Think how that, imagine it. You walk outside and everybody walking around in bubble suits, from the smallest to the tallest, from black to white, male, female, from that nationality, wearing bubble suits. We need to begin to think. The American people want to think. The American people want to have control over their lives. The American people want to do things for themselves. You've been working 10, 15, and 20, and 30 years, and you're told you cannot work, you cannot perform your God-given ability. You must wait until I tell you to leave. I tell you to do this, that. I am in control of your life. You have no say-so over your life anymore because COVID-19 is here to stay. If you think about it, we have all these other diseases. Is there really a cure for AIDS? Is there a cure for this or that? And yet some people are saying we need to have a cure. And we can't go back to work. We can't go back to normal until we get a cure. Until that happens, everything must remain shut down. Only the essentials, the package stores, the liquor store, the cigarette place, the washing clinic, everything can stay open that they deem as essentials. But the mall and pop store must remain closed. The local, any place that we gather as a group of people, we cannot do anymore unless we're going out to get food, and we must run back home. The American people want to wake up to the world. Is it going to come back to what it was prior to COVID-19? I don't know. But the American people want to wake up where they are in control of their lives. They say, finally, freedom, freedom, freedom at last. Freedom for each individual. We're not a part of a group vote thinking. The American people won't. If I get a call from a politician and my wants is not what they want for me, are they going to agree with me and push that idea and they get multiple people that agree like me? Are they going to push it? It's like flipping a coin. If I don't agree with what you think the American people want, I'm kicked to the sideline. The American people want to amount to something. Wake up, America. Wake up, individual. You are somebody. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not anybody. Don't let anyone destroy who you are. Don't let the COVID-19 take over you. You are individual. You can think rationally, and make rational decisions. Don't be driven by your emotions. Don't be scared about this or that, because everyone got a scary story. Don't look at this news and that news and say, oh, that may happen to me. You don't know it's going to happen to you or not. Do you know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now? No. I said on my channel, The Hidden Tears of a Black Male. I close by saying this. When is your tomorrow? When is your past? When is your future? Every time you breathe in air, I'm sitting right now. What time is this? Let's say it is 10:07. It is 10:07 right now. When I began this message, let's say I started at 10 o'clock. I started at 10 o'clock. That was my beginning. Now it's 10:07. So 10 o'clock, 10:01, I went from the present of 10:01 to the future of 10:02. 10:03 is another future. 10:04 is another future. 10:05 is another future. Now I'm sitting right now. So interchangeably, we experience past, present, and future all through our life. You say anything that's stupid. No, it's not stupid. Think about it. 10:30 is our future because we don't know. 10:15 is our future. I'm sitting before you right now. I don't know what it's 10, like I'm gonna use it 10:10. I just left my past. Whatever I did in the past was 10:09. 10 o'clock, from 10 o'clock to 10:09 is my past. Now I'm sitting in the present, which is 10:10. I'm waiting for 10:11, 10 and 12, 13, and so forth, so forth. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Those times and hours are my future. So we have no control over what's going to happen to us at 11 o'clock. We have idea we're going to go to work, we clean up our house, but is it guaranteed? No. It is not guaranteed that we will see the next minute, the next hour, the next day. And because of that, since we cannot control that part of our lives to a certain extent, we cannot control every minute of our life to say, this is what I want to happen. Because there's an unknown world out there. There's spiritual things out there that can cause us to think differently. We cannot set on a set of ideas and say, I'm going to hold to it, because we may have to deviate left and right. So when understanding that we cannot control certain things, so we leave them past, present, and future. So the American people want to move from the past of the COVID-19. They're going to experience it in the present. They're going to see a little bit of it in the future. It's acceptable. Each American person wants to think for themselves. Each American person want to take responsibility for their own lives. Let the American people make their own choices. Some will stay home, some will go to work. But the American people want to amount to something, to accomplish, to contribute to what's going on. Yes, who are you to say that I am not essential? I may not be essential to the public in a public job, but you got black and white and male and female, all sexes and all races, and individuals in their homes, in their residences. They are essential to their grandmother, their father, their brother, their sister, their mother, their extended family member. A woman who gives birth is essential to her baby. A person who's have AIDS, a person who has cancer, a person who have this, their doctor is essential for them to go to the doctor to perform a surgery and operation. But if everything is the doctor, everything, some states have put holes on certain selective surgery. So those individuals cannot go or told not to go to get treatment for this and that because I'm a Republican or Democrat or libertarian saying I know it's best for you because the American people want to stay home and lock up until I decide that you should go. Some states, some people have said, oh, let's keep it closed to next year. Let's keep it close to this and keep it close to that. But if you think about it, hypothetically thinking, if you think about it, if society completely shut down, when American people cannot go to work, bills are not being paid, and people losing their homes and houses and jobs, there'll be a lot more homeless individuals. Some will kill themselves, some will go to drugs, some will commit crime to do what? To provide for their family. All because there are some out there have a different agenda because they say American people want this, the American people want that. I know it's best for you. Prior to COVID-19, you can say you know it's best for me. It could be a homeless person on the corner. It could be a single mother, a married couple. It's impossible. Congressmen and senators and Democrat and Republican and people in power and authority, it's impossible for you to say you know what the American people, you know what each American people want. You don't. Each American people have a thought and an idea and belief that what they want best for their lives. Yes, you're going to find people that are going to group together and agree with what you're saying. And when the other side do not agree with what you're saying, are they wrong? Are they, are they imagining this is going to happen and that going to happen? Or this is what really been happening, that's not happening, and you telling me this and I see that? Last time I heard 1 + 1 is 2. 1 + 1 is not how I feel today. What you think. You cannot convince me that 1 + 1 is 2. I believe that 1 + 1. I know that 1 + 1 is 2. So the American people want to wake up from what they're experiencing. You told us to do this. You told us to do that. This came and that came. Oh no, we got to do this and that. Every time this and that is accomplished, you come back with another this and that, and another this and that. And when I say I don't agree with the this and that because you told me this and that, then you say, I'm not a believer, I'm a conspiracy theory or something, or I'm bucking the system, I'm get on the bandwagon, get on the train, or whatever terminology you can use to define me. But American people need to amount to something. They want to accomplish something. They want to have a purpose in their lives. Some are stressing out. Some have been tossed into this COVID-19 pandemic. I'm not alone. Some people can handle stress and some people can't. Every individual have a need and a want. We should find a common goal, a common denominator where we all could come together. To say I agree, let's agree to disagree, does not make sense, does not compute. To say you agree to disagree, both people walk off believing that they were right. The solution is let us hear your ideas, my ideas, come together and say, wow, you're right. We can do something different. We can. So it's not about it got to be my way or the highway. No. The American people want to contribute to what's going on. Every American citizen is essential. From the person who sit behind the microphone, the person who sit in the airport tower, the mother who's cooking for her child, the father who's out there working, who has an essential job. the janitors cleaning up the building of essential workers, employees. Everyone has a place in the realm of essential. Professional people, yes, they are essential. But to say that this American person and that American person is not essential because they do not fit into your what you think the American people want, it doesn't work. So if you like what you heard, I recommend hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, Social Transmitting Distancing. Hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, and allow other people to hear what you heard. You can go to my other channels, The Hidden Tears of a Black Male. You find a lot of information. I promise you that if you go to The Hidden Tears of a Black Male and hit the video section and scroll down and look through all the videos titles, you're going to find something that you can say, wow, I need to hear that. I needed to hear what he has heard. So again, my name is Anthony Mills, and thanks for visiting. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening to me. And I hope I'm able to cause a change in you to make you say, wow, I needed to hear that. I needed to hear that. My wants is not what you want. If I accept your want, I'm doing what you want. As long as I'm not breaking the law, as long as I'm doing what's required of me, washing hands, wearing masks, or whatever, as long as I'm doing what I'm told, that does not take me away from my control over my life, we fine. But when you step in the realm of trying to control every aspect of my life, that is not what this American person wants. So thank you. Thank you for joining me.